All right, here's your homework. I want to do it with you, but I also want you to try it first, and then you can watch the video to see if you did it correctly. If you need help, watch the video, get support, but keep trying to be independent as you're watching the video. So number one, we're going to factor out a common factor. So what they both have in common is a 2 and an n squared, and then divide, and you get 10n minus 3. If I look on the right side, I know it's blurry. It'll come back. Again, I'm going to factor out a 4 and an m. That's what they have in common. And I'm left with m minus 8. That's the greatest common factor. They can be trickier than they look sometimes because you have to know your times tables. All of these you need to know your times tables. So negative 6, what number is in the middle that's invisible that I don't see? So what are the two numbers that multiply to negative 6 and add to 1? That's positive 3 and negative 2. So we write 2 parentheses for positive 3 and negative 2. Again, these are basic trinomials. So we have negative 4 and negative 3. Press pause and find the numbers. You should be able to do these without me. So those two numbers are negative 4 and positive 1, and it's over. Number 5, again, a basic trinomial, negative 18 and 7. Two numbers that multiply to negative 18, they subtract to 7 because 18 is negative, so that's 9 and 2. And because 7 is positive, the bigger number is positive, and the smaller number is negative, so it fits. So the two numbers for the factors are positive 9 and negative 2. Number 6. That's 6 and negative 5. So the two numbers that fit here, remember that's positive, so they're adding. So that's going to be negative 3 and negative 2. So they multiply to 6 and add to negative 5. So it's p minus 3, p minus 2. For number 7, it's 30 and negative 11. That's negative 6 and negative 5. 27 and 12. Again, press pause. So those two numbers are 9 and 3. And now these aren't basic trinomials anymore. So now it's going to take a couple steps. This is like way too big. Like 7 times 36. I'm going to tell you right now, don't do it. It's too big. I give you permission. 9 can be left empty. Let's go to number 10. That's ridiculous. 2 times 10. Somehow a large trinomial got in there. All good. So 2 times 10 is 20 and negative 9. So the two numbers that match here are negative 5 and negative 4. So we're going to write down negative 5 and negative 4. Then we're going to divide by 2. So 5 divided by 2 is in lowest terms, so you slide the 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2, and you have your answer. This one isn't too large. So 5 times 12 is 60. So what two numbers multiply to negative 60 and subtract to 17? Let's see, what would that? It's 20 and 3. A little bit tricky. So they multiply to negative 60, 17. That's why you got me, right? So we get positive 20 and negative 3. Divide by 5. So 20 divided by 5 is 4. And this is in lowest terms, so slide the 5 in front, and you have your factors. Again, not too large. 7 times 8 is 56, and 26, it's negative 56, so they're going to subtract that. So it's 28 and negative 2 that fit. So I'm going to write that down, 28 and negative 2. Divide by 7. That's 28 divided by 7. That's 2 divided by 7. Slide the 7 in front, and that's it. Keep going. 2 times 6 is 12 and negative 13. So the two numbers are negative 1 and negative 12. They multiply to 12 and add to negative 13. So write those down, negative 1 and negative 12. Divide by 2. So 1/2 is in lowest terms. Slide the 2 in front. 12 divided by 2 is 6. And you got it. Number 14. So again, 2 times 21, that's negative 42. And then the number you don't see in the middle there is 1. So think, press pause. What are the two numbers? Then press play when you have them. So it's 7 and negative 6. So I write down 7 and negative 6. I divide by 2. So 7 over 2 is in lowest terms, so you slide the 2 in front. 6 divided by 2 is 3, and that's it. All right, so I've split homework into 2 videos. So there's part 1, and then look for part 2, and we're good. Mr. G Math over and out. Good job getting your homework done.